Hello, welcome to Creating with Colleen, where I will teach you what to do. I may teach you what not to do, but I promise to teach you something. Today, I would like to introduce you to the easel card I made, and it is using the Dove of Hope bundle. Now, what an easel card is it looks like a regular card, and then you open it up. May your season be filled with all the wonder and blessings of Christmas, but it folds into an easel like that. So now you have a beautiful card that would sit on your desk, would just be a wonderful reminder of the peace, joy, and love that you can have really all year round. So I want to tell you about the bundle first. It uses the Dove of Hope bundle, and this is found on page 13 of the 2020 Holiday Mini Catalog. And this bundle caught my eye right from the start because mainly the dies make this beautiful dove. It is very detailed and she's easy to make simply by cutting her out with the dies. And I also loved how they took the world die from the Beautiful World bundle in our annual catalog and paired that with the dove and the peace on earth. That was a clincher, but it didn't take much because I really did love this bundle right from the start. So when you're looking at it, you have the Dove of Hope stamp set that sells for $22. The detailed dove dies for $33, but if you buy them together as a bundle, you are going to save 10% on both of them. And this is where you would get this up here for $49.50. And you get to save that 10%. So when you're looking at our catalogs, if there is a gray image, if they're shaded in gray, your stamp set images, then that means it has a die that coordinates with them. So in addition to making this gorgeous dove, you have dies that would cut out all these pieces here. Now, if you ever look in our catalogs and you see more of a yellow shading on them, that means there is a punch that coordinates with those images. So that's just a little tip as you're looking through the catalog. So let's get started. Basically, for the base of an easel card, I have a 4 1/4 by 4 1/4 square of Night of Navy. Then I have a 4 1/4 by 8 1/2 piece of Night of Navy. And I am going to score it in half at 4 1/4. And then I'm going to score the front part in half at 2 1/8. And the reason being, this is how your easel card is made. Basically, that's going to go on top. And where this is folded in half, you just need a base to put, on the front there. That is going to give you that easel. And that's the mechanics of an easel card. So say, for example, you're going, you want to do this with a regular size card. So if you had 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, which is our standard card size, you just need the folded piece of cardstock, this is going to lay on. So this is 4 1/4 by 11. You're going to score the whole piece in half at 5 1/2. And then this piece, this front, you're going to score in half at 2 3/4. And to be honest with you, you could even just make it even 2 1/2, whatever happens, just so you have a base here to mount this on. So that would be the card. It would open like that. But then keep in mind, you're only going to glue the bottom part so it will stand up. So an easel card will work with any size. But what we're doing today, we're doing the 4 1/4 square, 4 1/4 by 8 1/2. Again, score at 2 1/8, 4 1/4. So that's our base. Then the other pieces we will need are a 4 by 4 inch piece of Misty Moonlight. And that is one of the new in colors that we have, and it's a gorgeous blue. And what I have done on the front, if you could see, I actually embossed it with the Dainty Diamonds folder. And this just gives a really soft texture on there. And I just find it goes with so many different cards. You will also need, let me put these out here so you can see them. You will also need a 1 1/8 by 4 inch piece of Misty Moonlight. You will need a 4 by 4 piece of Whisper White, along with, this is the stitched rectangle dies. And I don't know if you have ever seen these, but I use them in so many cards. You get 13 of the dies. And what's beautiful is that it stitches them and cuts them all at the same time. So it's going to add that little bit of stitching on here. And this piece is roughly the 1 by 3 inch die. So those are going to be the parts that we are going to use to make our card. So going forward, I'm going to take the 4 by 4 Misty Moonlight, and I want these diamonds to pop out just a little bit more. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Misty Moonlight ink pad, and I have one of the sponges here. So what I like to do with my sponges, the sponges come 3 to a pack, and I like to get as much bang for my buck, so I'm sure you do too. So I take one of the sponges, I cut it in half, and then I cut that into thirds like a pie. And then the other thing I like to do is put a piece of cardstock on here, because looking at that, I really don't know which blue it is. So I don't wash them, but if I have a little piece, I just put Misty Moonlight on there, and I know I can get 6 pieces out of a single sponge. So I'm just going to very lightly, I don't know if you can see this, and what this is doing, it's making those diamonds pop just a little bit more. And again, it just depends. I'm a texture person, so I need just a little bit of texture in there. There we go. So what I have done is I've made those diamonds pop just a little bit more. Now I'm going to take this onto the 4 1/4 inch square, and I'm going to tape this on here. Sometimes I actually use the liquid glue when I'm doing a texture, but this texture was pretty light. So I have these 2 pieces, and I will set them together, and I've taped them together. And actually, just to keep it simple, I will go ahead and mount this onto the card base now. So again, I'm only going to put glue on this part here, and to have it really hold well, I love using the liquid Tombow glue. So I'll just put a little bit of this on here, hide my measurements, and then this I can just lay right on top, so I make sure it lines up nice and even. Rub it just a little bit. And again, this is the makings of my easel card. Only the glue is on the bottom, but it gets folded like this. So let me set that aside. And let me go ahead and show you the dove. That was our base. For the dove, they always show it in the catalog white on white, but I wanted it to, the color to be pronounced a little bit more. So what I have here, I will have to have 2 wings, and the 2 wings, I actually, for all the back pieces, I don't know if you could see it on here, I wanted the backing to be very vanilla and the top to be white, because granted, you have the texture if it's white on white, but you have just a little bit of contrast of color on the dove if you do it that way. And both of our Whisper White and Very Vanilla cardstocks are beautiful and soft, and I just thought that would make it pop a little bit more. So what I'm going to do is I have 2 solid wings in Very Vanilla, 2 wings that are cut with the Whisper White, the tail, back tail is in Very Vanilla, and then of course the bird is in white. So I have a very light hand, which I recommend. And again, I think it's good when you're doing this. I just kind of put a little bit of a dot on the edges. Put it in there. And as long as I have a good amount here, which I do, this actually is going to hold really strong. Now I like the Tombow liquid glue because, again, I think it's tacky, so they stick very well. It dries quickly, and it is extremely strong. I promise you're not going to get that top wing off the back part. But again, it just takes a dot in a couple different places with a light hand. Okay? And there again, I'll take this one, and I just kind of line it up over the edge there. I'll let this one dry. And then for this one, this is going on the tail end of the bird. So I can just turn this over. A couple more dots. And just line this right up. And I will let this dry. And again, when I say I let it dry, it does not have to dry long. That is the beauty of it. So now that I have that, here we go. To put this together, for the bird, I'll let those dry just a minute longer. For the bird, some people put a pearl or they put a diamond, but sometimes I feel like that gives a little bit of a bug eye. So I guess I'm just weird like that. But I'm going to put a little piece of black cardstock behind there. So I just put a little bit of my tape on the bird's face, and literally I'm just cutting out just a small piece of black cardstock. I want to make sure it doesn't stick past the bird's head. That would be a little tacky. And I'm just going to lay this right behind the eye, like that, so that my bird has a nice black eye, but it's nothing too boogy, if you know what I mean. So for the wings, the back wing, I'm going to put a little bit of tape on the top of my bird. And I will kind of put this wing facing up, like that. And this wing I want to put on with a dimensional. So with this wing, I will take one of my large dimensionals. In fact, let me do two. I like to do two so it doesn't twist or wiggle on you. And then I'm going to take this wing and put it like that. And there you have this beautiful bird. And again, I just really like the contrast of the very vanilla and with the white. So I will set her aside. Although, let me see, I did have an olive branch right here. Here we go. Same thing for the olive branch. I'll just put a little bit of the tape on the back. Now this was all cut with a die. And I have the olive branch. So back to the card. With the stitched rectangle, I am going to stamp the Misty Moonlight. And again, this was the die that is about 1 inch by 3 inches. So I will take my Peace, Joy, Love and stamp that. And then I will take it and put it a little bit of adhesive here. And I'm going to put that on the 1 1/8 by 4 inch. Good Lord, that's not right. See? Teaching you what not to do. Oh my goodness. No, that is right. That is right. Oh, panicking here. It's been a while since I did a video, so it is what it is. I don't know how to edit. So that's right. The reason it goes long is because it's going across your bottom. I panicked because I created another card with this set last night and it didn't. It actually framed this. But like I said, my friends, it is what it is. So here, this is my 4 by 4 inch piece of Whisper White. And I'm going to stamp the words, "May your season be filled with all the wonder and blessings of Christmas." This will go at the top. Then this actually will go down at the bottom. And you know what? I said, teach you what to do, what not to do. I am not going to go back and remake this because out of fear, I don't know how long it would take me to come back. Okay, so I'm going to put this on top and let me go ahead and pop this up. The reason being, I'm going to put 3 good dimensionals on here. The reason being, because when you have an easel card, it's nice to have it a ledge for it to hold on. So I could either put it here by this stitched rectangle, or I can actually, there's a little bit of an edge, I can actually put it on that. But I want to make sure I have an edge to hook that onto. So I will peel my dimensionals off. Put this on here. And then all of this will get taped into the center of my card. Trim that. So coming back to my card base, okay, it goes this way because remember it opens like this. I will set this inside. And then this will get put up like that, or it can put up like that, either way. So my inside is done. And then to put my dove on, I want to put my dove on with dimensionals also. So I love that we have the 2 sizes of dimensionals. So for this, I can actually put it on my bird itself. Let me see here. Put one there. And then I like the smaller dimensionals because I can like put one here. And then I'll put one here on the breast. I know this seems like a lot, but I really want my dove to stand up. And the other thing I want to do, I'm going to put a small one, that paper came off, kind of between the face. I'll show you. I like to put it where the branch is on the face because that's going to help hold that branch in my bird's mouth too. So when I peel these off, I can place this on the front. And here you have this gorgeous, gorgeous dove that when I open it, open my card and put it together, I get a really cute Christmas card. So this is, here we go. This is my easel card. So one of the things that I ask is, as I'm doing videos, again, they're not perfect, but neither am I, but I do love to share my creativity, is I ask that you would go to my YouTube channel. Everything I have is Creating with Colleen. So my Facebook group is Creating with Colleen. My blog is creatingwithcolleen.typepad.com. Please go and request my newsletter and subscribe. And also I have the YouTube page, Creating with Colleen. And my goal is to be able to do YouTube Lives. That is my goal, but I need a lot of viewing time. So please check out my other videos there. I will keep creating. I will keep sharing my love of stamping with you, but I need to have some good viewing time. So if you could do that, I would greatly appreciate it. I hope you've enjoyed my card today, and I look forward to coming back and visiting with you next time as we create something else together. Thanks so much, and may God bless you. Bye-bye.